call. This is your last one and a courtesy call.
Hey guys, welcome back. AuraBomb here, bringing you another episode of our PTCGO live content. Today it's been a bit since I've recorded, even though it doesn't seem like that much for you guys. I ended up bulk recording one day, and now I'm coming back in the grind. Unfortunately, I can only record one episode tonight because I am very tired, but we'll get more into that later. But you came for the deck list, guys. You came for the video. This deck has been popping up a lot lately as of the time I'm recording this. I'm recording this on the 22nd. So these goes up tomorrow or the next day, one or the other. And that is a deck that's very, very popular in Japan right now, being decidueye Ninetales. First of all, Ninetales, my favorite Pokemon. One of my favorite Pokemon from this set. But we're using it in a very interesting way in this deck, and we're going to go ahead and go over it. So, everyone knows what decidueye Ninetales is. Oh, but before I forget, common question of the day. Oh, I have two questions today, right? One, a lot of people have been asking me about my music on my channel, and like there's just like, you play the same music over and over again. It's like, whatever, I don't really care because I like the music I play. But I play a lot of like Pokemon remixes, Glitchick City, things like that. My question is, what kind of music do you want to hear on the channel in the background? Like if there's any other people that do like beats or background music kind of things. I obviously can't have anything as copyright. Keep that in mind, but if you suggest down below, I might actually listen and pick some new music up. I'm always down to listen to new music. And two, more TCG wise, if you could add a type into the Pokemon TCG types or elements, whatever, because we have 11 types right now in the TCG, but if you could add a type, what would it be? And yeah, what would it be? For me, I've always wanted to add separate fighting from rock and ground, because there's no reason for the fighting type to be over encompassing fighting, rock, and ground. That's three types in one type. It's a little bit too much. So I thought there should be like an earth type in the TCG. Just something they could add in there. Because like, why would you not add earth? It's not like fighting is super effective against electric. It's earth that's super effective against electric, or ground, I should say. I don't know, that's just me. But anyways, the deck video talks. We're going to be using Alolan Ninetales. We're only playing DCEs in this deck and grass energies, but mostly DCEs because we can attack with Ice Blade. Ice Blade can do 50 damage to any one Pokemon in the field. And then Ice Path to your GX attack. You're probably going to be using it a lot. Remove all damage counters from this Pokemon, put them onto your opponent's active Pokemon. So you just kind of add your damage counter to the damage they already have while fully healing yourself. So that's a very good Pokemon, and the reason why we're using only DCEs and I guess Grass Energies as well is because we're pairing it with decidueye. So decidueye has Feather Arrow, which once during a turn you may put 2 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon. So you can essentially snipe damage wherever you want with both Ninetales attacking and decidueye's ability to spread damage on the board everywhere. All right, so it's a very, very good combination, and it's funny because with Alolan Ninetales, if you hit the active with Ice Blade, if they're a fire type, you're hitting for 100 damage, and it's not including Choice Band that you might have added. If that's the case, you're doing 180, or you're doing 80, which doubles into 160 damage. So against Volcanion, 1 Feather Arrow plus 1 attack of Ice Blade knocks out Volcanion if they don't have a belt on. So it's a cool way to get around the Volcanion matchup. I'm thinking about building an Incineroar deck soon, so that's why that's why that's on the mind. But regardless, it's another cool way to get rid of your weakness. They both cover each other very well as far as that spectrum goes, and you're weak to steel here, and nothing great to steel. I guess there's Metagross and Solgaleo, which, to be fair, if you can snipe down Nebby with 3 decidueye, so there's that factoid. We're also pairing it with Espeon. Miraculous Shine is very, very broken, in my opinion, in the current meta. Evolve each of your opponent's evolved Pokemon, put their highest stage evolution card into your opponent's hand. All those GX hype, all Pokemon like, let me give you an example, right? When you devolve Alolan Ninetales, you go from 210 HP to 60 HP. See, that's a big difference. This takes 12 Feather Arrows. This takes 3. Do you see the difference there? And that's the beauty of combining Decidueye with Espeon in our current meta, where we have a lot better evolved Pokemon. Sylveon, 200 HP, I think down to 60 HP. Decidueye got 240 HP. Let's bring that back down to 80. You know what I mean? Like, devolving your opponent with Espeon is really, really cool. Obviously, we're only going to play it as one of because the devolve only works on some matchups, not every matchup. But it's really, really powerful when it does work. So that's why we're playing 2 there. I know what you guys were thinking. Grass Energy, why not play Rainbow? Well, it's very simple. I don't want to play Rainbow. There's a lot of matchups where, like, say you're fighting the mirror match. It's not going to help you. The Rainbow only lets you attack with Psyshock, which you're never going to want to do. The only good argument I can see, because the thing is, right, if you're hitting with Psyshock, cool, you can hit past the effects of Pokemon, but if you're attacking with Psyshock, you lose regardless. Like, you're just setting yourself up for failure, because Glaceon can block you, but you can easily attack with Lele's Energy Drive. Like, there's no effects of attacks that can stop you. That's worth playing Rainbow Energy to use Psyshock. Now, there is Tapu Lele's Tapu Cure GX. I can see that argument, but I don't want to be taking damage on my Pokemon just so I can potentially use Tapu Cure when I have 2 very good options, being Ice Path GX, which only requires DCE, and a Hollow Hunt, which I feel like is very good. Letting you choose any 3 cards from your discard pile into your hand is amazing late game. Also, you have Razor Leaf to hit for 90. I guess the Choice Band that is 120, so it's not something to sleep on because obviously it does more damage than what's it called, Ice Blade. So there's that as well. Now you're also playing 2 Shaman for consistency, 2 Lele's for consistency. I'm still keeping with that because you're playing a deck with 2 evolutions. 2 different evolutions, I should say. So I want to keep up the consistency patterns. Of course, the supporters don't really reflect it that well, but we'll go into that in a second. 1 E-Hammer, because there's going to be a lot of decks that play DC running around nowadays, so might as well. 2 Field Blowers, because you need your abilities. Garbodor's annoying, etc., etc. Also gets rid of Fighting Fury Belts, which is nice. Rescue Stretcher, because of Shaman, Lele's, you can also shuffle Pokemon back into the deck, which actually nets you more than Revitalizer because you're shuffling 3 Pokemon. Obviously, you get 2 Pokemon back in your hand with Revitalizer, but if you have to shuffle cards back, it's pretty nice. Plus, it gives you Buddy Buddy effect. Late game Shaman, late game Lele for game is always very, very nice. I'm still playing 2 Revitalizers though. I feel like it's very strong. 1 Special Charge because Sylveon's popular. Ultra Balls, 4 Ultra Balls, 4 VS Seekers, 4 Forest, 1 Hex Maniac for the Greninja matchup, for the decidueye mirror match, things like that. 2 Lysanders for game, 2 Ns because N is N, 3 Sycamore because Sycamore is Sycamore. Obviously, I would play more, but I have Lele. Lele lets me search. It's easier to search, etc., etc. 1 Choice Band, 3 Float Stones. 3 Float Stones because I want to be able to switch around most of my Pokemon. It's going to be annoying in the Garb matchup, but we'll see what we can do. 4 DCEs and 4 Grass Energies. This is my first time playing the deck, so hopefully we get some results. Also, sorry for being so far away from my mic. But anyways, let's go ahead and find some matches, guys. Now, I did a job today, right? And you guys know I've been out of the... Oh, this is new. Do we have Guardians Rising now? Ooh, we can actually open up some packs. That's good. That's very, very good. I like how it says I already have all these, which is funny. Also, Toad is not even a bad card. And they're doing trainer mails as well. What is this? What is this amazing? Oh, this is amazing. Anyways, that's cool. That's what I call it, decidueye ninetales, I believe I called it. Here it is. No, decidueye ninetales. Boom, boom. Also, let me know in the comments down below what decks you want to see me play. I'm running low on ideas. I want to play Incineroar on the channel, but I want to make mine a spicy list that nobody's ever seen. I have the perfect idea in the back of my head of how I want to make Incineroar work, and it's going to be very... I don't want to say it's going to be clunky, but it's not going to be the most consistent deck that's in the world, but it's spicy, it's fun, it's got that aura flair, you know what I mean? Also, I completely forgot to go over Ninetale, or Vulpix. Vulpix has a free attack of Beacon. Look at this. Look at my hand right now, right? With Beacon, I can get... what was it, Rowlet and Dartrix, like right away, which is kind of busted. But our hands are kind of bad. Okay, I guess that's cool. We can't do much. I have to pass. Hopefully he doesn't donk my Vulpix, because that could be annoying. I'm probably not even gonna evolve next turn because I want to use Beacon. Because I would love to get Lele, so to get what? Lele to get a draw supporter. Ooh, we're playing Passimian. That's a pretty decent matchup for us. They have a hard time knocking us out because we have such big HP. And Rowlet, Decidueye has a lot of HP, but we might get donked here because we're pretty stuck. Like, we can't really do much. So, like, not like donked, like actually donk. You know what I mean? Like he's probably gonna take 2 knockouts if we don't top deck, and that's gonna be game. We have the top deck next turn, or he has to end us. Either or works really. I didn't want to drop my forest because I didn't want them to bump my forest. Of course, you always want to win the stadium war, so you only play your stadium down when you need it. Something that a lot of people really don't understand, and sometimes in my videos. But for the most part, you guys are pretty good. I'm not too worried about you guys. But yeah, I started working today. I'm not like, it's not like a new official job, it's just kind of like a temporary job. I'm doing some moving for a friend of mine, but there's a lot of moving to be done. Like days and days of work, but you're gonna be $15 an hour. So I worked 7 hours today, and my body feels like jello. And I have to work again tomorrow morning. I have a really bad feeling about it, like a really bad feeling. But if they whiff DCE here, we're in a really good place. I'm hoping they whiff it, but this is a pretty consistent deck because you can afford to play a bunch of consistency cards. Yeah, so I've been doing that. Also going to be selling my booster boxes soon. Also I have to check this. Alright, cool. Sorry. My mic is being very low. It's like hardly picking me up, so I mean it doesn't really matter in the end, as long as you guys can hear me. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Oh, he actually did whiff. Huh. I kind of want to evolve, but that doesn't really accomplish anything. He's not really doing much this turn though, so I'm thinking Seeker this, because it still has a 1 retreat cost. He can attack for like 0. Exactly 0. And I'm gonna Beacon here. Beacon, I could get Dartrix Decidueye right now, but I think my better play is Lele. I think Lele is my better play. So I can get an end this turn, or Sycamore. Whichever one I feel more comfortable getting. I just don't like losing Revitalizer and Rescue Stretcher and E-Hammer, which are all really good in this matchup. Beacon is just a powerful attack. With Garbodor running around in the meta, you don't even have to play your items. Like, look at this. My hand's pretty nice. Played 0 items so far. Obviously it's because I dead drew. But, you know, can't diss it. Can't hate it. Well, then my opponent's been playing. Look at all those items. Oof. Wait till he sees my pocket Garbodor. I'm gonna pull a Styx. He's gonna switch up on me. Draw 2. Decent play if he gets a DCE, but he needs also supporters, Passimians, to see if he gets an N. His man is whiffing so hard. I feel bad for my opponent. Like, I feel really bad for my opponent. But I definitely don't want to give him more of a hand, so I'm just gonna go ahead and play Lele here for Sycamore. Unfortunately, losing a bunch of really good cards in this matchup, but in exchange, oh, we had an N prize. That kind of explains that, or not really, but we'll pretend like it does. We also have an energy prize. I didn't really check everything else, but that's off the top of my head. We still have one more Revitalizer prize, and it's kind of hard to knock us out. If we get a Field Blow here, that would have been amazing. What do I do here? I can get Decidueye. Play this down here. Decidueye does give me knockouts. Let's go for the Decidueye play. Let's drop this and this. I also want to play down Shaman this turn. Let's get Decidueye. We have a Decidueye. We have 2 Decidueye's prize. Never mind. Play down Shaman. If I get off the Shaman, more Rowlets and stuff like that, that'd be kind of nice. There's our, okay, that's actually really nice as well. Get rid of this, and we'll get rid of this. That way I can actually snipe this for exactly 50. Okay, there we go. Who do I want to put damage on? Let's put on Passimian. Oranguru is not a threat. Feather Arrow here. I will go ahead and Ice Blade will knock out the Mew. And that's why I played 2, even though I drew them both at once. There's an N, so I guess that's in the deck now. In case he ends me. We always have a draw supporter back. Oh, hold on. Also, my mic's been messed up like crazy lately. Oh, he's been holding on to that teammate. He's been waiting. He has been waiting. My opponent's been lurking in the back. He's like, when you gonna do something to me, big boy? And I'm just like, it's coming. It's coming. I probably shouldn't have got rid of that grass energy just because I already know there's one prized. But whatever. I think we can make do. Regardless though, we're sniping the field for 70 each turn now, wherever we want. So that's handy. We'll see what my opponent can do to get out of this situation. I feel like we kind of have the advantage because, once again, sniping Mews on the bench, complete knockout, softening the bench up with decidueye or wherever we want to. I can also sky return the Shaman a couple of times if I feel like a sniping isn't going to be doing much. I was considering putting a Kukui in this deck so that I can put even more damage on the board if I feel like it, if I want to attack on the active or something like that. But like there wasn't enough deck space, and it wasn't I didn't warrant putting it in because it only works on the active, and it's too cute, it's too gimmicky of a play for me to actually want to do. I need to get some sleep tonight though because my body feels like jello. Ooh, that's gonna be a nice easy couple of prizes. Unless he sky returns. He can actually sky return me, which will be actually hilarious, and I think that's why he did it. But if I get choice banned, I can hit for 80. 80 with 3 decidueyes on the bench. Oof. Oof. It's going down. I can also hit for 80 with just Lele. If he attaches a DC, which he hasn't done yet, he's still kind of stuck. I kind of want to play N here, but at the same time, I don't want to support my opponent. So I'm going to continue playing Sycamores while I get what I want. And I'm going to go ahead and attach the decidueye because doing 90 on the field is very, very strong. Fortunately, I'm losing one of my Dartrixes, but I have plenty of decidueyes prized to where I don't feel bad about it. But I'm losing another Seeker, which is something I do feel bad about because I only have 2 more left in the deck at this point. But our deck's pretty small at this point, so I'm kind of comfortable doing things. I can get Rowlet this turn. Miraculous Shine does nothing this game, so I can actually get rid of that. Grass Energy is important, but I don't think I'm going to need another Ninetales this game. So I'm going to go ahead and get a Rowlet. We actually have all the energies in the world that we might need, and we're going to get a prize here. Play down another 4. So as long as he doesn't delinquent me for shenanigans, then we'll be in a good position. I'm going to go after the Mew. I know he can Sky Return, but he has to actually get it first, and if he Sky Returns, that's one less turn of him doing big damage to me. I'm going to go ahead and Ice Blade the Mew for another knockout. And we can attach a Grass Energy here. We can keep the DC for the Shaman if I need to. We got Decidueye, which is amazing. Spectacular. Now we don't have to draw it. And it means another Decidueye in the deck if he does end me. Well, there is prizes. He has a Seeker prize, Teammates prize, Immune Simian prize. It's not great. Ultra Ball and Revive. It's not awful prizes. You got Sycamore. Let's see if my opponent can finally go off. He's not making any immediate plays, but there's Nest Ball. Get another Pissimian down. Let's see if he can get a... He's not going to Sycamore me, which is nice. He might red card me. I don't know. That seems to be a thing. But double Decidueye plus 50. I'm hitting for 20, 40. That's 90 damage. 90 damage is not a knockout on Mew because it's not a Shaman, unfortunately. So I might just do one Feather Arrow here. And then, oh, now there's a belt. Never mind. Never mind. I don't know who I want to take my knockouts on. He hasn't put down any more Mews. I'm just hoping he just keeps putting down those Mews. He's going to escape rope me. So I'm going to go into my Decidueye because actually that works out very nicely for me. I'm doing more damage where I want to this way. Because I would like to do 90 damage. And I can actually hold onto my Z move, my GX attack. I keep saying Z move and people hate me for it. 90 plus 40 is 130. That'll put him at 150, which is still 10 short from my knockout. So I think instead, oh, he might just use this attack, or he might Ice Blade me. He can also Ice Path GX if he wanted to. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna not damage this Mew. I'm just gonna avoid damaging this Mew because I don't want him to Ice Path me. Topic Cure can be annoying. Well, he can't really do Topic Cure, but he can Ice Path. He can Sky Return. That Mew is just not worth attacking right now. He's hitting for 90. It's a lot of damage. Oh, we got a nice top deck off that as well. I can get whatever I want. What do I want to get though? I think I want to get Lysander. Or maybe I should just hold on to this. Oh, you know what I can do? Oh no, never mind. If I had Seeker here, I would play Hex and then attack this Mew, and then he couldn't do anything. But unfortunately, I do not have a Seeker here. I'm gonna hold this. But I am going to Feather Arrow this twice, because it doesn't hurt me if he does any of those attacks I was talking about earlier that way, and it puts him in range, I think. Yeah, that puts him in range. So I'm gonna Feather Arrow this man twice. Was 40 in range though? 90 becomes 1. Yeah, 40 is in range. I'm gonna attack this Passimian. And we'll go ahead and Ice Blade the Passimian as well. Because this is in range now. He has what, 160 HP, right? So double Feather Arrow plus a not a Hollow Hunt, a Razor Leaf is a knockout on this Mew. So he has a Sky Return here. He has to, like, his only play is a Sky Return if he doesn't want to lose 2 prizes, because he's going to lose 3 prizes next turn if he's not careful. If I get another decidueye, that is. This man has to make the Sky Return play or the Ice Path play, but that's his GX move for the game. I don't know if he wants to use it yet. You know what I mean? Is he going to get an N here, or is he going to stick with Sycamore? Sycamore seems decent. We have a DCE as well. If I have to manually retreat this to make that play happen, I can attach a DCE to the Ninetales and then Lele for a Sycamore myself. Or if he retreats here, I can Lele for Lysander, because that will actually just win me the game faster. I don't really need a hand to win the game because of Decidueye being broken. And I'm going to get 3 prizes anyways. Or no, 2 prizes, never mind. So it doesn't really matter in the end. And there should be another Lysander in the deck. I don't think it's prized. The only thing that's going to suck is that my ends are now dangerous. But once again, don't really need a hand because I have Decidueye. And I can Hollow Hunt, which I haven't used a GX attack yet. So I said GX attack that time. Hope you guys were proud of me. Well, my phone's really thinking about this. I think they realize that they're in range and they have this Sky Return, but he's going to team play instead. Obviously, he's doing a butt ton of damage, but it's not enough damage, unfortunately, for my opponent. We got another Vulpix down, which is really, really nice. I'm going to retreat here into this. We're going to make that play I was talking about earlier. Whoops. And done. I'm going to attach this here. Okay, so let me think about this one more time. So, he has 160 HP. So we need 1 Feather Arrow, right? 1 Feather Arrow will put him at 60 HP. So I need 2 Feather Arrows. Yeah, I need both my Feather Arrows here. We'll do this first. We'll grab Sycamore, because I might get another Decidueye line for all I know. Yeah, I'll just get Sycamore here. 90 puts him at 130. So he definitely needs 2. Alright, cool. So if I get another Decidueye line here, I get 3 prizes. And I was close. I guess I could potentially get it. But it's not really worth digging for right now. I'll just keep this hand because I kind of have game with this hand anyways. Feather Arrow here. Feather, is it worth? I can go to Lysander and Floatstone. Because I want to have Forest. I want to play down Forest. I can get Rowlet, Shaman. But if I do that, I won't be able to... Okay, hold on. Yeah, I know what I'm going to do. Okay, I kind of get the idea. I didn't Feather with this yet, did I? Alright, dope. Cool. We'll take it. Regardless, the hand is fine. If he ends me, it's not the end of the world. I almost misclicked, and that would have been bad. Anyways, we got the knockout. We got 2 prizes. We kind of sped up the game. We get another knock. Actually, we kind of just get game with Lysander, and we have another Seeker in the deck now. So, well, it's not true. Well, yeah, it is true, because I Feather Arrow this for knockout. I Feather Arrow this and Razor Leaf it for knockout, and that's game. But can he knock me out? He might be able to knock me out. He needs to hit 150 to knock me out. So if he gets a Mew with like a Choice Band, he can do it. But if he gets a Mew, easy knockout with Ninetales, and then I still get the game because I get 2 prizes. So I don't think Mew with Belt can do it. So I think I get game next turn very easily. So 30, 60, 90, 120, I believe. He can hit for 130 with a Belt at 140, which is not enough. He needs to hit 150. Now he could get Mew, Fighting Fury Belt, and and Kukui. But once again, no, if he does that, he gets a knockout and lives next turn. And he's gonna Hex. That also works. That will also work. He's on a team play, unfortunately only for 70. But once again, I think we'll be okay here. We'll grab Dartrix. I'm just preparing for an N here, just in case. I don't want to drop Forest. Lysander could be useful. Floatstone could be useful. I want to attach for the turn. Dartrix. Who do I attach to? I think Lele, so I have an attacker, just in case. I can't Shaman this turn. I probably should have got rid of Shaman. Get rid of these two. Forest. So I have extra tanky HP Pokemon. Boom. Boom. I'll hold on to the Floatstone. I think I retreat here and just knock out the Pissimian. Although he gets a knockout on something. I could attack with Lele, but I want to knock out the Pissimian. This might be a little bit of an impatient play, but once again, I think I have game no matter what now that I have 3 decidueyes. We'll Ice Blade this for knockout. Boom. Yeah, the ability to spread damage all around the board is kind of ridiculous. Even if it's only like 70 a turn or like 90 a turn or even just 50 a turn, it's very strong. It's very, very strong. You see, oh, he's gonna Hex again. He's really going for this. He hasn't got a single prize left. This is literally just, oh, he's gonna end, never mind. He's just playing for the inevitable at this point, but he can't knock out both of my attackers at the same time, or all 3 for that matter. So I think no matter what I have game next turn, I don't know what he can do. He didn't Hex me this turn, unless he plays like a Pocket Wobbuffet. That'd be kind of wild. Imagine if he just like puts down a Wobbuffet right now. Whew, that'd be crazy. He didn't even knock me out, so Ripperonis to my opponent. Let's just make this faster. Feather Arrow one time and attack for game. That way I don't have to Feather Arrow like a million times and make this animation drag out longer than I need to. But yeah, I mean, that's a good matchup, to be completely fair. Let's go ahead and see if I can find a different matchup. There's not too many bad matchups with this deck though, because this deck overall is just not that bad. Are you streaming right now? Not today, man. Like Volcanian's a pretty not great matchup. Garbodor's not an awful matchup either. Well, speaking of Volcanion, we'll see how we can let's see how we can work around Volcanion. Some matchups that are bad are like Rough Seas decks that can, excuse me, I keep burping, that can heal, but most Rough Seas decks are weak to grass. But once again, Alolan Ninetales is a thing. Alolan Ninetales could be annoying. What is his hand? What is his hand? I guess I'll take it. I guess it's unfortunate we didn't get a lead Vulpix. But them going first is not bad for us if we can if we can retreat this turn somehow. As long as they don't end us into garbage. We have Lele we can drop. Ooh, they're playing the consistent build. Sorry, he gets donked by two of these, so I guess it's not a big deal. We can hit for 100, like I mentioned earlier. 160 with a choice band if we attack with Ninetales. Something to keep in mind. But this matchup is not the best for us. It's just easier than it would be because of Ninetales. Oh, Sycamore, don't really want you. I don't want to end my opponent either, but gotta do what you gotta do. You know, I could just play Sycamore and then hope to get my revitalizers. Oh. Well, let me show you guys what's prized right now. 2 Sycamores and a Lysander. Oh, and 2 DCEs. Huh. So let me see. 2 Sycamores, Lysander, 2 DCEs. What is the mysterious 6 prize? I don't know. But we have 2 Sycamores, or two Ends, a Lysander, and 2 DC's prize. Let me just let that sink in for a second. I don't even want to grab anything because I'm running out of Seekers now. Well, I have my Revitalizers, I think, unless they're both prize and I have 7 prizes all of a sudden. No, Whiffed Forest, that's cool. This does nothing for us, this matchup. Don't really know what to do except play Sycamore, or Sycamore again next turn. This game's weird. This is weird. We couldn't have a fun deck with AuraBomb without AuraBomb having all of his cards prized. How is that not all of my cards at that point? 2 Ends after I have to Sycamore this away. Like, what? What is life? Can somebody explain to me what life is? Oh, I probably should have. Whatever, it doesn't matter. If I can get a Forest off the Shaman, that would be ideal. Forest and a Dartrix, that'd be amazing. No, and I have to Sycamore both of my Ninetales away now as well. Pokemon, oh Pokemon. Why would you do this to me, Pokemon? I really hope I have Rescue Stretcher in the deck. Like, I am drawing horribly. Like, this is like a moment. This is a moment. This is a moment we need to discuss right now. Like, how is this legal? Like, how is this okay? This is just not okay. None of this is okay. Like, at all. Literally none of this is okay. What is happening? I don't know what's happening. I need Rescue Stretcher. I don't even have a draw supporter for next turn. I have to let him knock out Rowlet just so I can draw next turn. Isn't that ridiculous? Like, I have to let him knock out my Pokemon so I can draw. My head hurts. Oh, well, there's my Forest. Good thing I didn't play these down, though. That's why I don't play them down anymore. Alright, well, goodbye, friend. I have to go into Tapu Lele because I can't go into Vulpix. I want it to become a Ninetales this matchup, and you know, Ninetales is gone for some reason. This is ridiculous. Nothing for me to do that with, so I'm just gonna go ahead and Shaman for 4. Watch me draw more cards I don't want to throw away. Cool, exactly what happened. Because I don't want to throw these 2 away, but I kind of have to now because I don't have all my 2 Pokemon. Oh Pokemon, why do you do this to me, Pokemon? I'm like mumbling at this point. I'm sorry guys. Decidueye. I didn't get Rescue Stretcher yet. Just want to throw that piece of knowledge out there. 20, 40, 60, it's 100 damage. Although I can just, no, I'll just save it. Feather, I'm going to Feather Arrow this. Because I'm still hoping I can get this somehow. Somehow. I'm going to save that hope, 90 HP. With Ninetales I can snipe it, but I'd rather get these bigger prizes. Full Energy Drive here for damage. Excuse me. E-Hammer does nothing this game. I can drop E-Hammer. I want to keep Field Blower, so I might drop a Dartrix. But once again, there's nothing for me to get because it's all down here. It is all down there. All of it. See, it's all right here. This is what happens. This is what happens. He's gonna Dive Ball. Cool. I'm Feather Arrowing the Volcanians because if I put 1 damage on them, Choice Banded Ninetales can knock them out with the attack. With Ice Blade, I believe it's called. This is one of my favorite Pokemon. I need to memorize its attack. Ice Blade, Blizzard Edge, and Ice Path. Okay, cool. Well, anyways, that's what I was talking about. Space Beacon, so you can continuously increase that damage. We got a knockout in the active, if that means anything, I guess. Which is handy. Let's see if my opponent has like a Sycamore or an N or something. Nope, he's just going to Power Heater. It does a pretty decent chunk, but we get a knockout here. He can charge up one of his. He's going to charge us up. I guess it's a decent play. Nothing worth me getting. So we're gonna do what I was talking about earlier. We still hit for 60, right? Yeah, we need to do one of these here. See if I can get an N. That would be amazing. Could you guys imagine getting an N off the prizes? We're only getting one prize though. Energy drive for knockout. He doesn't have any attackers ready. Something worth mentioning. But he can space pick in. Oh no, we just got the other card that doesn't matter. Dope. Appreciate it, game. Space picking will get him an energy so we can actually do that shell trap thingy. I don't want to attack the shell trap because it's going to do too much damage to me. Way too much damage. I think I might just Lysander and chip away at a Volcanion while he's stuck. All my opponents are stuck today. Kind of interesting. Don't really know what's going on. It's a video I don't want to upload, but I really have to record videos because I gotta be ahead of schedule here because I'm gonna be going on vacation soonish. Can he knock me out with Shell Trap? He can do 80 damage. 80 damage is not knockout yet. No, he 30, 60, 60 plus 20. Yeah, 80 damage is not knockout yet. He needs another Volcanion with another Steam Up to knock me out. But he will do the damage, and doing the damage is always bad. I might have to retreat here, which sucks. No, I'm gonna Lysander. That's right. Ooh, look at this. Something that doesn't help me right now. Don't really know what to do here. I guess we'll do this. We'll just chip away a Volcanion until it gets knocked out. Because Volcanion is a threat. And yeah, I could prepare for an N by getting rid of these, but I don't think I really need to. I'm not like in a rush. I'm just gonna play the slow game here, because that's the cool thing about decidueye decks. You can afford to play the slow game. I haven't really got rid of too many IMs. Of course, I lost 3 Seekers because of all my Sycamores. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like a Garbodor will only be hitting 100 against us, 130 at most. Obviously, Choice Band is problematic, but we can Field Blow with the Choice Bands. Then he's only doing like 120 to us. So like, I don't know. The matchup against Garb is nice. And against Garb, you can Miraculous Shine. The Trubbish is only 70 HP. So that helps a lot in the matchup as well. Because that means one, you can set up the field for a huge huge board wipe the following turn. Now in a position to where I can't really do much. Because I don't want him knocking me out. Ooh, Sycamore again, just what I wanted. At the very least, we can set up another decidueye. Let's play this. We'll set up another decidueye. Can I choose this, please? Thank you. E-Hammer does nothing. I'm gonna play Sycamore this turn, so we will drop these two just to see what's in the deck. Just play Sycamore again to almost lose. Vulpix I want to keep. Oh no, Rescue Stretcher is the mysterious 6-card prized. Okay, now it makes sense. This game is dumb. This game is dumb and for dumb people. That's not true. You guys are all awesome. Alright, let's grab Rowlet and Decidueye. Having 3 Decidueyes on the board is still very strong regardless of our situation. We're doing 60 damage wherever we want to. I want it to be on this because that's a threat. Unfortunately, if I attack him, the Shell Trap's gonna take into effect. But 90 puts him at 170, which means 1 Feather Arrow will knock him out. Is there a reason to Sycamore right now? Not really. I'm just gonna deck myself out because I don't have Rescue Stretcher in the deck. So I'm not gonna Sycamore yet. But I will do what I was talking about earlier. Feather Arrow this once. Putting him at 100. So now Razor Leaf will knock him out. I could also Hollow Hunt. But I'm gonna save Hollow Hunt for whenever it matters. We'll Feather Arrow. What's this? We'll put that at 80. We'll Feather Arrow again. But we'll get this knockout here. I'll take the chip damage. He doesn't have an attacker ready. Obviously, this could bite me in the butt because my opponent's way ahead in prizes. But we can even that up. Next turn, I can Hollow Hunt to get Decidueyes back in my... oh, never mind. Don't need to. All right, cool. All right, we have an N and we have Rescue Stretcher. So we can get Alolan Ninetales finally and start attacking the Alolan Ninetales finally if we get a DC. Which we cannot do because they're both in the field. So that sucks. Because we know 2 of them are prize for whatever reason, which means we need to get another prize. and hope to God that it's something useful. Now, we're in a bad position because he can retreat this Starmie into a baby Volcanion, which is going to be really bad for us. And I'm not excited about it. If he steams up enough, which he can do, he'll knock out our Decidueye. And you know what happens when he knocks out our Decidueye? We have a very bad game. We have a very bad game in our hand because our opponent needs to get one more prize to win the game. So what I have to do here is nothing but lose because we don't really have a play. This sucks. Double steam up puts him at 60 damage, 80, 80, 160. That's a knockout Decidueye. I have to get a grass energy. I'm gonna have to end my opponent down to 1, get a grass energy, and see what we can do from there. That's not great. That is not great at all. We don't knock this out yet, which sucks. And if he just attacks, if he gets one more knockout, he wins the game. So I have to go into Ninetales so I can tank a hit. Which is very, very unfortunate. But if I do that, then I think I lose. Grass energy means we can actually lose this game. If he gets 3 steam ups, which is possible. Very, very possible. I have to go into Ninetales to hopefully preserve the game a bit. Floatstone? Sure. Might as well at this point. Let's grab Ninetales. Put a Pokemon Discord. Yes, please. We'll grab a Ninetales here. So there's no hope of us getting an energy to win this game. But Brookla Hill gets us... I don't want to play it. What's in the deck? 2 grass energies. I guess I could attach 2 grass energies to Ninetales if I get them off this end. That'd be kind of wild. I don't want to play Sycamores anymore. How many Seekers do I have left? I have 1 Sycamore, no, it's not prize. I have 1 Sycamore, and I'm gonna preserve the Sycamore. I'll play N here. I can't knock this out yet, which sucks. I think my only play is to attach manually to Ninetales and hope I can do it again next turn as well. I don't have any more Lele's or Shamans, and I have to hope he can't Lysander as well. So we'll start Feather Arrowing. I have to do this both on this Pokemon right here, and then from there I have to actually knock this out next turn, which I can do. So I can still win, maybe. Emphasis on the maybe. In case of ends, I just want to drop my cards. Even if he does play Field Blower, I'm okay with that. I really hope he didn't top deck, by the way. I really hope he doesn't top deck. Off the end or off the draw. I don't want him to get anything good. Like, he has so many cards up in his deck, I'm hoping that he just doesn't get anything at all. Like, he can Space Beacon as much as he wants and do the damage, which is gonna suck. But if I get an energy here, I can Ice Path. An Ice Path will not knock him out, but it'll prevent him from knocking us out. But if not, I have to retreat into Decidueye and hope he can't knock me out from there. Because think about it, he's only doing 80 damage. 80, oh, that's gonna be annoying. 80 damage is 160 damage. 160 is not enough to knock us out. So unless he gets 3 fire energies, which will put him at, what, 30, 60, that puts him at 100 damage. 100 damage, it's still not enough to knock us out really. But luckily for us, he didn't do that. So we can get 2 prizes here. Ooh. Ooh. If I get a DC off this, if I get a DC off these prizes, I win. Let's see if I can get a DC off these prizes, because I actually win if I do. I mean, look at that. No, I have to get a DC off this prize. There's 2 prizes. It means it's impossible for me not to get one. Yeah, it's literally impossible for me not to get one. And we'll go ahead and win this game here. With an Ice Blade. And that's why we put 20 damage on all the Volcanions. Because then we do 160, which is exactly enough to knock out my opponent. So we beat Volcanion. So we had one... I guess to be fair, my opponent was dead most of the game. To be completely fair. But like, I showed you ways around the games. Alright, please don't do this. I showed you ways around matchups. I didn't get to show this off. I never really get to show this off when I want to. But it works. Like if we were playing the mirror match, we would have won because of this card. Just want to throw that out there. Or like Vileplume as well. We would have won because of this card. Not this card, but this card. But yes, Decidueye wins most games by itself. Combined with this is very, very strong. So this is a deck that I really like. It's very popular in Japan because it has really, really good matchups, amazing matchups. Because against Sylveon, you have Espeon. You have Special Charge. You don't have to worry about item locking anymore, so you don't have that kind of clunk in your deck. You have a good matchup against Garb because of decidueye's because all of your Pokemon's massive HP and sniping. And once again, Espeon, just too strong. Ninetales Ice Path slows down the game for your opponent, while Hollow Hunt makes the game more consistent for yourself and also puts items back in your hand if you're in the Garb matchup. So, a lot of good things coming from... excuse me, you can tell I'm tired. A lot of good things coming from this deck. Big fan of this deck. I definitely want to say this is my final draft for it, even though I've only played like 2 games. I think I'd want to have more ends, you know, for no particular reason. But I don't know what I would drop from this deck, to be completely honest. Maybe a field blower, but having 2 is just so strong in this meta. That's just me though. Anyways, drop a like if you haven't already. Subscribe, share all the good jazz. Let me answer all those common questions that I asked at the beginning of the video, in the middle of the video, all that stuff down below, because it's all feedback I want to hear from you guys. Not to mention the video does get 50 likes. You have a chance of winning a Summon Guardians Rising, Summon base pack. Likes have been dipping lately, so see if you guys can really come through with the support with this video. Anyways, drop a like, subscribe, share all the good jazz, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.